Now it's time for Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Hello, Chris.
Why, hi there, Paul.
I'd like to start the show out with a song that basically sums up the last week. And I'm not going to put the video itself on Facebook because it will kick it off.
Okay.
Because it's a famous Beatles song.
Oh, gotcha.
But evidently,
sure.
I guess this is the new national anthem. Congratulations, America. Happiness is a Warm Gun by the Beatles.
God. This is an appropriate song, I think, for this week.
I know. Because it's what everyone in America cares about.
Here's what's sad, though. Did you notice? Well, I was about to say with the latest mass shooting. I honestly don't know if it's the latest, but the one in Indianapolis at the FedEx warehouse. Did you notice how it was news, but not giant news?
Yeah.
Like we're just numb to it at this point. So I guess the NRA wins. I don't know.
Yeah. This is what our country loves now. This is what we do.
God. It's just so infuriating.
And also, you don't have a solution, and neither does anyone else.
No. The only thing I know is it's never the time to talk about gun reform when people are grieving. We always need to wait, you know? It's always a good idea.
So here's our new national anthem. And this is what they sing in Congress. When I hold you in my hand, feel.
Go on.
No one do me no harm.
Hey, well, maybe I'll wait till after the song, but I've got some interesting news to share from Facebook.
This is our national anthem, Chris. Don't interrupt it.
Sorry. Here, I'm just going to take a knee. Oh, no. Not going to take a knee.
Don't take a knee on our national anthem. How dare you? And welcome, folks.
Hey, thank you.
That was the Beatles with our new national anthem, Happiness is a Warm Gun. Sum up the past week. Welcome to Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Hey, I'm Chris.
And I'm Paul. This is a show where we review the most important things for the past week and get you ready for the next week. It's your one-stop podcast to keep you updated. It's a real week review. Just listen to us. You won't need any other information outlet. That's our guarantee. If it's Sunday morning, you listen to us on kctkradio.com. You can watch us on Facebook Live at the KCTK Radio page. Also, on the page, folks, if you have enough guts, let's see if you do have guts, people.
Wow.
I put the link to our Zoom. So if you want to pop into Zoom and dialogue with us, you're welcome to do that. The texter usually does, but he's, I guess, too important to be here today.
Yeah.
So it's the link's right there.
That's
on Facebook.
That's pretty fun. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope some people zoom in.
Hey, you know what? All you Howard Stern people want to come do the Baba Booey thing to us. I dare you.
I saw our buddy Norm Dexter last night, and he's like, why aren't I ever on your show? Norm, this is your opportunity.
Yeah, let's get him on here all the time. So you can do that. And if you don't have the app, you also can use the app. It's a KCTK Radio smartphone app. You can listen. You can download it right now. It's free. You can join the experiment by calling, texting us, or Zooming us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. We ain't scared. If you're listening to a rebroadcast of this program on Sunday evening, 7 p.m. on Delmarva Talk Radio is what you're listening to. If it's Tuesday evening, it's 9 p.m., you're listening to Good Talk Radio. Tell us your thoughts at 913-735-0060 or go to our Facebook page. We welcome your participation. Coming up, we have a weekly news quiz, pop culture update, incredible special feature, headlines and prediction, and much, much more. But first, let's see what's going on Facebook. You had an announcement.
Yeah, I got an announcement here. So Kelly Black, great friend of the show.
Yeah. I love her so very much.
Letting us know that next week, so you're familiar with Almost Andy Reid, right? Everybody in Kansas City knows Almost Andy Reid.
Yeah, he did like a shout out to us.
He did. Yeah, he did a cameo for us. He's a good friend of the show. I would say, though, that Kelly knows him even better than we do.
I don't know.
She is letting us know that next week he's doing an event to drum up business for Ridgewood Donuts.
What?
Next weekend. So maybe we need to see if we can do a little cross promotional with
okay, are you
Matt,
on the case
Andy
for that?
Reid Black. I absolutely am on the case
because
for that.
here's I've researched this because I love my Ridgewood Donuts, and since they've done the app, they have gone up business 500%. But it's only from me. It's only I'm the only person. So let's get them more business.
Yeah. So
I cannot eat more donuts. Okay, I just physically can't do it. I'll try, but I can't do it.
Paul, you've done more than your fair share. It's time for you to step back and let somebody else contribute a little bit here. So yeah, we'll see if we can do some kind of a cross promotion with him next week, and that would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be good time.
But I think then we'll probably need to order some donuts for next weekend.
I'll do my part, Chris. I'll do my part.
That's awesome.
Okay, so what's going on with you?
So what's going on with me? So this is interesting. Do you remember several weeks ago, people used the Robinhood app and they took GameStop stock through the roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So 5-6 weeks ago, I got my bonus from work.
Ooh.
So that was nice, and I thought, I want to just play around with some of this and invest a little bit of it.
Okay.
So I came up with an amount that I was comfortable losing.
Okay.
And I went to the Robinhood app.
It sounds so much like I'm going to Vegas and this is what I'm
Exactly.
doing. Okay.
So this was, like I said, well, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. So I bought cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Do you know about cryptocurrency?
I've listened to a few podcasts to educate myself. I have no clue what it is.
Okay.
What I heard this week is that it will change our life because right now governments do currency and a potential for violence was this guy's point of why we have countries.
Oh, wow.
And, meaning, your money, and then if you don't follow the rules or if you invade us,
Yeah.
military or police action. And things will change dramatically when this is a thing.
Yeah. Well,
And you're once again, you're on the cutting edge.
well,
Chris.
here's the thing.
When I think about cutting edge,
You always think of me. Right. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I picked 2 different types to buy. And they went nuts this week. Now, they are down a little bit, but so I bought Bitcoin Cash. I bought some of that. And in right around a month, I am up 75% on my investment. Like, oh, wow, that's cool. Then I bought, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Dogecoin?
that's a different type of
It's a different kind of cryptocurrency.
Bitcoin is the most famous one, right?
Okay. But this is a different type of crypto. It was actually invented, I might get some of this wrong, in 2013 by these 2 graphic designers as a joke on cryptocurrency.
Okay.
But somehow it's taken off.
But crypto's a dog too. Superman's dog.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why they did Dogecoin.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so I put money in that. In a month, my investment is up 464%. It has gone. I bought this at 5 cents a share.
Mm-hmm. You bought 2 shares.
I
right?
bought 2 shares, and it's up to 31 cents a share. So, this Friday, it went nuts. And I was up even more than I am now. And I was like, God, do I sell this? What do I do? I was talking to Jane, my wife. But then I thought, no, I went into this saying I am comfortable losing this amount. Yeah. So I'm riding the dragon, man. I'm just going to see what happens with this crypto stuff.
Well, see, here's the thing, too. It's like what's so strange about our economic now is that that's going up. The stock market's going up, but interest rates are coming down.
Yeah.
They went down this week.
Wow.
Usually when the stock market goes up, those goes down. So I think there's a lot of optimism of the post virus world.
Well, that's great.
And you might as well ride it for at least 6 months.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm going to. Because I was like, well, wait, what if I sell a certain amount right now? And I'm like, you don't know what you're doing, idiot.
Yeah.
Don't, just stop. Don't be a moron. Don't try and time. Just write it out. Like I said, it's not a lot of money, but it was enough where I'm like, I'm comfortable just playing with this a little bit. So
when I think about stuff like that, my first reaction is I'm scared. I don't know what this means to the world. What's this going to be? But then I remember something very important. A year ago at this time, I didn't have TikTok, and now it consumes about 23 hours of my life. So things change. They get better.
They change. They do.
Yeah.
And if Dogecoin gets as big as Bitcoin is right now, I'm going to be a multi-billionaire.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I hope that happens, Chris.
Thanks. Me too. It'd be great.
Yeah.
I didn't buy in at Bitcoin when it was 5 cents a share, and now it's $61,000 a share. But I did buy into Dogecoin at 5 cents a share.
Let me ask you something. I'm not entitled to any of this at all. But if you become a multimillionaire, will you pick up the Ridgewood Donuts?
We'll split. We can go Dutch.
Fair enough. I still have benefited.
Yeah. So anyway,
I picked it up all myself last time.
So that's the big news from my week. What's happening?
Anything
with
else
you?
with you?
I will say this. I have this weekend, I have been consuming this new Amazon Prime series called Them. Mm-hmm. It's a horror, HORROR,
okay.
Paul. So settle down.
Yeah.
Anthology, and I guess like every season's going to take on a different story, kind of like True Detective or something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, it's fascinating. It's tackling race in the 50s and about a family that moves from North Carolina. A black family moves from North Carolina to Compton in L.A.
Oh, the dogs. Snoop Dogg's
No, that's not. Yeah.
grandfather.
It's not.
Doggy Dog?
It's not. No.
The Doggy Dogs?
But they move into Compton, which at the time in the 50s was an all-white neighborhood.
Okay.
Anyway, great watch. So I would, if you like horror stuff, and also it gets kind of bleak, but I just so well done. The actors are so great. So there you go. That's all I got for you.
I have too much to talk about.
Oh, okay. Well, bring it.
Here it is. Okay, first, I'm excited to tell you something I purchased.
Yeah.
And it is a new book called Prizes, Pranks, and the Purse Lady.
What?
By Randy Miller.
Know that guy.
I don't know if you listen to Randy Miller, his podcast where he's been going through interviewing fan favorites such as Kimberly Ray and
Kimberly Ray.
There it is, to Paul. Thanks for listening.
You got a signed
Miller.
copy? Son
Right there.
of a gun.
I mean, that's about a year and a half of his life.
Oh, good. Yeah, you can read it with dinner.
I'll read this with Randy. I'll read this with dinner, but it's fun and pictures.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Even fewer words with all the pictures in there.
He tried to, I tried to make it brief and
concise.
concise.
Yeah, just pare it down to the bare essentials. All through high school and even into college, we listened to Randy Miller in the morning, and that's probably part of the reason we're sitting here today.
Yeah, I think so.
It was because of Randy Miller.
I think so, and it's great, and I can't wait to dig into it. Here's the thing. I first of all, I told you that Randy donated to that Facebook thing I did. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I think, talk about a life lived. This is a book that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. He's giving all of the money to a charity that helps veterans.
That's fantastic.
I mean, is this guy? People didn't know he's a good guy. Sure, you didn't get your Bob Seger tickets, but this is a good man. Everybody.
Yeah.
So just chill out there. So here's another thing I want to bring up.
Okay.
Okay. You ready for a Paul rant?
Oh boy, I don't know. Is it old man Paul rant?
No, it's
okay.
these are the things that make me mad, and it's all social media. The first thing we post on social media is that Independence officers were notified today approximately 30 homeless were transported to Independence by the last 48 hours by the Kansas City nonprofit group. These homeless individuals were transported to the Red Lion, Super 8, and Quality Inn hotels in Independence in the area of I-70 and Norman Road, which is right next to my neighborhood.
Right, yeah.
They have paid for these individuals to stay 90 days. So they have a big homeless problem in Kansas City. Kansas City decides to pay for hotels for these folks.
In Independence.
And they put them in Independence. Okay? And what I understand, and I do not know if this is true, anyone who has the facts let me know, that the mayor was informed, but not the rest of the city.
Oh, really?
And since this time, a couple city councilmen didn't care for that, and they were moved out of Independence.
Oh, wow.
So
I had not heard any of this.
Yeah. So we already have a problem of homeless people in our neighborhood. Mm-hmm. There is a plasma donation up near our neighborhood. People come there and then they walk around the neighborhood.
Oh,
okay.
Gotcha.
So they're troubled people. And so this is posted on our neighborhood of Facebook. And the comments.
Oh, no.
The comments are... there's a big battle between Kansas City dumped our problems. These people are drunks. They shouldn't be around here. Some people are like, they're criminals. Some people are like, well, let's show some compassion. Let's see what they do. Some people are saying these are Christian organizations that send them out. Some people, they're terrible people. I mean, just back and forth. So what struck me was the entitlement of some of the people in my neighborhood. I live in Independence, Missouri, folks. We're a middle class neighborhood. This isn't, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
and it's kind of like the gun problem too. Nobody knows what the solution is for the homeless problem.
Right. So then one of the board members writes on another post, there's quite a bit of sympathy for the homeless situation based on the comments on the previous post. If anyone wants to go clean up the bucket of pee and poop that was found inside the little fence at the pool to hide our trash cans, please feel free. And some isn't even in a bucket. So I'm infuriated.
Okay.
So I write, I am proud we have a very sympathetic community.
Oh, nice.
I would like to think that my neighbors care about other people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That would be a nice thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't always care about other people, but I aspire to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's better to do that. So I wrote that. And kudos to our board for handling this and other gross situations. Plus, these are the tasks that our homeowners' dues are for. And remember, pay up, dues are now. So, meaning, it's time for dues.
Uh-huh.
So, this person writes back, any suggestions who we can call to clean this up? Okay, this is poop and pee. Nobody wants to do poop and pee, right?
No.
Guess what? My stepbrother's a plumber. He makes a good living. That's what he does. It's poop and pee. Okay?
If only there was some kind of bag that you could use to pick up that poop.
I never thought about that.
Seriously.
I should have put that in here. Damn it.
Yes.
Damn it. Oh, I know what the live read's going to be talking about. So she goes, any suggestions you can call to clean this up? I wrote, I would call the president or secretary of the board. We have them empowered to make decisions of maintenance of the park and the pool. I'm sure we have contractors to help service the pool, or if this is a difficult situation where a hazmat-like specialist is required, I'm sure we all would support the extra expense. Unfortunately, I don't know of any such professional, but I support whatever the board wants to do with the deal and this disgusting but rare situation. With that said, I am positive that they are already working on this issue as many board members are part of this Facebook page. Her reply back was, well, since I'm the secretary, I have no clue who to call. And then finally, other people throw in there, this guy writes, this is, Where is it at? Okay. So this is absolutely disgusting. No one signed up for this. And then one guy writes, I took care of it. I just went over and took care of it.
What a good guy.
Yeah, really good guy. Adam Schaff, good guy in the neighborhood. I believe they were welcome these people into our neighborhood should be more than willing to clean the disinfectant area. How disgusting. And I wrote, why don't you call the city, pal? All right?
Did you say pal?
Uh-huh.
I wish you would have said sunshine.
So the point is this, okay? We always want to get into our little views of things. Everything is political, okay? I didn't want Kansas City to bring homeless people to my area. Mm-hmm. And just because they're human beings and I have sympathy for them doesn't mean that I want them here. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't mean that I'm happy with them shitting everywhere.
Right.
Why? I don't understand why, and they're mostly conservative people, you can't have both thoughts in your mind. I don't want them to tear up my area, but I do want to have compassion for them. Mm-hmm. The problem with homeless, from my point of view, is these are people down on their luck. They're human beings. We all could be there. They're also addicts. Mm-hmm. And they don't put enough emphasis in, you're an addict and we want to help you with that. Because a lot of people don't go to the shelters because you can't drink in the shelters.
Right. Right.
And the other reason people don't go to the shelters is, hi, welcome to our shelter. Let me tell you about Jesus. Mm-hmm. And they're like, I don't want, there's got to be a better way to do this. But just because someone has sympathy for a human being doesn't mean they like the situation.
Yeah.
You know? So, I'm sympathetic to someone, so I need to go out and be happy that they're walking up and down a destroyed life looking for stuff. You know what I mean? It's a sad situation.
Well, we don't know how to handle mental health here.
Right.
We just don't.
Mental health too, right?
And addiction I'll lump in with mental, emotional health. Mm-hmm. I think it's a symptom of that. And yeah, my wife, somebody that she's knows on Facebook, had a post a couple of weeks ago. They took a picture of the homeless camp down by Westport, if you know where that is.
That's where these people came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So took a picture of that and said, I am, basically the post was, I am so disgusted. Here I am trying to drive down to the plaza to have a nice brunch, and I have to see this.
I mean, that's so ridiculous.
What? Stop.
Yeah, right.
Do you hear you're going to have a nice brunch because you have a life that allows you to afford that.
Right.
And good. And this is a problem. We don't know what to do, but disgust isn't the answer.
I don't understand that. When I drive by, I think that's too bad they have to have that situation. Mm-hmm. I'm going to a nice brunch.
Yes.
I don't pull over and start helping them and giving them dinner. I'm not that nice of a guy.
No.
But I also don't feel guilt for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And maybe there's things I could do to change in my life to help other people. But I don't feel like I caused that situation. And I expect, and I'm telling you, I know you agree with this, it's former elected officials, I expect my board of my homeowner association to deal with problems. I pay them to do it. They stepped up the responsibility and I want them to do it. And I expect the city to do the same thing.
Yep.
When they say, what solution do you want, Paul? I say, I have no freaking idea. This is the time when you're in charge, step up to the problem, and I'll support you on that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why everything now, I want to blame Trump on stuff because I'd like to blame, but he is the master at, let's blame other people for everything, even when you're the responsible person. Mm-hmm. This is what's wrong, Chris. This is what's wrong. I just told you what's wrong with the world.
All
and
right.
It makes me hate myself and the world and my neighborhood. If you guys have solutions to the homeless problem, let me know. Okay? Because the people who don't want to have any compassion for them, are we going to put them all in jail?
Well, now,
is that what you want to do?
One of our listeners says, I care about you, Paul, but I don't care about anybody else.
Huh.
So that's nice.
Did I just put myself? Did I just post myself?
I don't know. Well, one small thing you could do is get some donuts for us next week when we talk about Ridgewood.
Okay.
That's not helping a homeless person.
Yeah.
But it's helping someone.
Small business.
It's helping a small business. And if I eat some of those donuts, maybe I'll be inspired by your kindness and I'll pay it forward.
Ooh.
See? You could start a chain reaction
Okay, but see,
with a cruller.
but the thing is, you can't. I know what you're saying, but you can't do it that way. You can't do something nice to expect it's going to go forward. You have to just do it.
Just do it.
Do
no
it.
expectation.
Do it and do it good.
And doing it well.
Okay, back to the news quiz.
Yes. I don't know how I'm going to do this week.
You're going to suck at it.
All right. Oh, I need to change my input, I think.
What the?
What?
Okay, the news quiz. Here's what we do in the news quiz, folks. It's a Slate news quiz. It's fun. It's a quiz, and it helps us review the news from last week. And we do it in like a fun way where we ask questions of each other, and we see if perhaps we know it or don't know it. Usually we do know it because, we got nothing to do.
Yeah, there's not much we can brag on. Well, I'll speak for myself. There's not much I can brag on. But we do a pretty good job with this every week. Usually at least 4 out of 5.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready, and I think I got my input where it's supposed to be.
Do you see this?
I do. I see Bernie Madoff.
Yeah, he died this week.
He did, yeah. I wonder if that'll be one of the questions.
Okay, here we go. First question. President Joe Biden announced that U.S. troops will fully exit which country by September 11th of this year, regardless of the conditions on the ground?
Oh, I know this one. Afghanistan.
That is exactly correct. Oh,
there it is. Yeah. There it is. Okay, it's officially right now.
Okay. Now, this is interesting. Because, President Trump wanted to get rid of him, too.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a check in my mind about how glad I am that Joe Biden is president.
Yeah?
Because when Trump wanted to do it, I didn't trust it was the right decision.
Yeah.
Okay? Even though we've been in this war too long, it's time to bring him home. We did it. We did it good.
Yeah.
But I heard someone explain it this way. This decision by President Biden is a bad decision. The worst decision would be staying there.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Mm-hmm. So I'm loving the idea of a president who's going to make a tough decision.
Mm-hmm.
I heard even this week President Biden compared to, guess who he was compared to? Tough decisions.
Harry Truman?
That's right.
Wow.
It's Harry Truman.
So he didn't pass the buck.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. And, there you go. And we also have learned that they don't need to control Afghanistan to plot against us. They can do it.
Who, Russia?
Any terrorist.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't really make a difference. Okay. Whoa, here we go.
Yeah.
Question 2. Bernie Madoff, who died this week at 82, was sentenced to 150 years in prison in 2009 for perpetrating the largest version of which financial fraud in U.S. history?
Ponzi.
Ponzi. Did you hear about the newest Ponzi scheme?
No.
It's called Dog Coin.
Doggy Coin? Dude, I'm riding that wave. Woo! I'm going to retire on Doggy Coin. I can't wait.
Yeah, some famous people, Zsa Zsa Gabor, Steven Spielberg, Sandy Koufax, I didn't know that, Larry King, and it should say all in here, Kevin Bacon also lost money with
did he?
Madoff. Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if anything was sad about that. Okay, question 3. Which state's assembly voted Tuesday to abolish the death penalty and reduce all current death sentences to life in prison without possible parole?
I don't know the answer to this one.
Oh, I thought it was Virginia, but that's not one of our choices.
No. West Virginia is a choice. That would surprise me if that was it.
I'm going to say Connecticut.
Okay.
Are you okay with
I'm fine with that, yeah. Bump, bump. Oh, wait, no, I'll let the sound effect do the sound effect.
Nevada. Nevada's executed 12 people since 1976, according to the Death Penalty Information Center. 70 more currently sit on death row. Wow.
Okay, well, we bragged on ourselves and we just missed one.
Huh. Here we go. Okay.
All right, we got this.
The name of which baseball player will replace that of former Ku Klux Klan leader at the Forest Hill Academy in Atlanta?
I'm going to guess it's Hank Aaron, right? I mean, he was the Braves guy, the big hitter, like, yeah.
You know, as a white person, Chris.
Oh, boy. I don't know where this is going.
I'm just continually, and I think it's because of Black Lives Matter movement and other just more conscious. I just so look back at how ignorant I was about things.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Hank Aaron beat the home run record of Babe Ruth. There's a famous when he did it, and everyone's on the field, and some douchebag is running with them. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
And I'm a kid. I'm a little kid. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
The guy got death threats.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You had no idea how.
I just thought it was just the next guy that did it.
Yep. Yeah. Totally insulated and clueless.
Yes. He got death threats, and they had to have a super security around him for the rest of his playing career.
Yeah. Morons. Just ignorant morons.
Are you talking about me, right? Because I didn't know stuff like that? I wasn't aware?
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I guess technically that would fit the definition. Yes. Ignorant and a moron. Yeah. Okay. I'll lump myself in there, too. You saw 42, right? I know that wasn't Hank Aaron, but I never realized what Jackie Robinson went through to be the person that broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball. Gosh.
Okay. Also, don't watch the movie about Billie Holiday. It will break your heart.
Okay.
Okay. Question 5, last one. India's Prime Minister Modi
there you go.
refused to cancel which Hindu festival despite COVID fears, as crowds of more than 3 million devotees bathed in the Ganges River.
Yeah, Ganges. I don't know the name of the festival. I know people go and they bathe for healing purposes, but
I have no idea either. Shabbat sounds like a Jewish thing. I think.
Does.
I like this one.
Okay, let's go with Bogey.
Bogey.
Sounds like a fun dog name.
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
Now, if our Indian correspondent Velvy Blocker could call us,
if only. Oh, we're going to get the answer given to us. You got to.
Oh. More than 1,000 people have since tested positive for COVID-19. And how would you pronounce that, Chris? Kumela?
Yeah, Kumela?
Kumela? Oh, I love her from the 70s show.
Yeah. Oh. I think that's actually Mila Kunis.
Oh, okay.
Kimchi? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's...
Okay, let's do the math here. 3,001,000.
Yeah.
They did pretty good, didn't they?
I mean, you don't know if more are going to come up, but yeah, let's see what percentage that is.
That's not bad.
All right. That is 0.00033%.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay.
It's for Camilla, it's Vice President Camilla.
Yes, whatever that is.
Oh, I'm so glad too that I'm not like I was saying about the Hank Aaron thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad I'm not culturally insensitive and ignorant about stuff anymore.
God. Yes.
I mean, that would be terrible if I was still like that.
That would be bad. God.
Okay, let's check in and see who's gone to Zoom.
Anybody?
No one's gone to Zoom, I guess. You can just go to KCTK radio page. The link is there. Unless you're a coward. I mean,
that could be. I don't know. I don't know much about the makeup of our audience. I don't even know if we have an audience.
We have an audience, and we love them. We love them.
Yes,
so very
we do.
much.
Very much so.
But we think that we should take a break right now.
Oh, definitely.
And be back, and we're going to play. This is the topic.
Oh yeah.
We haven't done that in a while. Did we ever do it over Zoom? We did one time. It just didn't work out so well.
That's right, we did.
You're always best at fondling the bag.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I had some other stuff I want to talk about too. Oh well, we'll do that when we get back. So we'll be right back with more Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul.
looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
We've been told that perfect mornings exist for the lucky few. That morning people own the waking hours. But the truth is, mornings belong to all of us. Your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Look for Starbucks coffee in a grocery store near you, then sit back and enjoy the exceptional taste of Starbucks at home.
Hi, Tom Gully from The Tom Gully Show here. Listen to the show every weekday at 5 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
1877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also on the web at carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a free vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
This is Tracy from Tracy's Tips and Dips. Listen to the show every weekday at 11:30 a.m. and our live show Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
Hey folks, it's your buddy Paul. Talk about Ranger Rob's pet poopy bags. You heard me talk about the situation we have where homeless people, we think it's a homeless person, pooped in the community pool area. Well, gosh darn it, if Chris Whiting, the wise Chris Whiting, didn't tell us that we should have used Ranger Rob's pet poopy bags. I know they're for dogs, but guess what? They're cost effective, eco-friendly. Pet poopy bag, easy to manage, handles extra wide. If your homeless guy is a gigantic guy and he poops a lot, use the extra wide feature. It's also biodegradable. Ooh. So, there you go. You want some big, gross, hairy animal? Yep. Homeless people.
Oh, God.
And by the way, yeah, I had the best live read on this last week, and I lost it.
Oh, no.
So we're going to do another Black Labrador segment sometime, but right now it's about homeless people. Now, you walk your dog, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Does your dog, when you walk the same area, does it take a shit the exact same place?
No, he doesn't. For whatever reason, which I find odd because other dogs I've had do that.
My dog does
Creatures of habit.
There's no, you don't think it's going to happen, but then there they are right at that spot. They take a shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I got Ranger Rob's pet poopy bags. I got this one for $8.
Covered.
I got this one for $8.95. And it's a month's worth, and it's great.
Oh, so, wow. Where'd you get it?
I got it on Amazon, or you can pick yours up at www.rangerrobshop.com.
Hey.
Thanks, Ranger Rob. Oh, and tell him Gilly sent you. And welcome back. Past week, next week with Chris and Paul. Okay. There was a little dead air there.
Oh, shoot.
And you know what they say? If it's dead air, it's KCTK Radio.
I'm sorry. I started talking to your wife in your bedroom.
Well,
and
that's why I came down.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, it just took us a minute, and I'm back. So,
okay, here's a couple things I also want for
Okay.
my last week. I'm tired of virtue signaling, Chris.
okay.
Couple things hit me this week. It's just like, why do you have to be virtue signaling? The first,
Yeah.
I'm driving down the street. I see a van come by, and it's from Sunrise Plumbing, S-O-N, Rise Plumbing.
Ah, yes. They're Christians.
They're Christians, and that's the Christian person that you need to have be a plumber, because plumber's going to rip you off, but we'll rip you off a little bit less because we're Christians.
We'll do it with a smile on our face.
And we're going to tell you we're Christians because we're, our quality of our work and our prices aren't going to get you.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm good.
I have an issue with... I consider myself a Christian, yet I have an issue with people that feel like they need to advertise that as part of their business. There's the Jesus fish or the cross. And maybe that's my problem, but it bugs me.
Well, it bugs me. Virtue signaling has bugged me. So that is your right-wing virtue signaling. Here's the other one. I watched this show. Well, my wife was watching a show called A Million Little Things.
Mm-hmm.
And the person goes to therapy.
Oh.
And the person's talking to the therapist. And it is, as you can just tell, it is a trans woman. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, okay, it's a therapist, it's a trans woman. Okay, they're incorporating. And he starts talking about, I've had some tough times. And she says, well, it's really tough to be a trans person. And gets into the toughness of being a trans person.
The therapist says that?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm
Okay.
like, why does this TV show have to virtue signal that they care about trans people right now? Because a professional person would not do that. They would not get into their own thing. They would help the person there.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who's a trans person who's a therapist isn't going to sit there, and I'm sure there's hundreds of them throughout the country. They're going to help you. They're there for you.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
They're not a TV show that wants to remind you how good they are, that they put this character in there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It made them from just, when I first thought it was, oh, this is life, this is a person that does this, into, we're going to show you something. Almost like a mascot.
Oh. So almost like they're dehumanizing the person
dehumanizing him,
by
Chris.
the way they're treating that character,
Yes.
having that character act.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Watch for stuff like that. I think there's a lot, too much of it in Holly Weird is what I like to call it.
Yeah. Oh, out on the left coast.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's just too much of that stuff. You're like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. So
Yeah.
there you go.
All right.
So I just wanted to get that.
Well, I hope
off
you
my
feel
mind.
better.
I don't.
Oh, shit. All right.
Hey, let's do some pop culture.
That's a good idea. Here we go. All right. Hey, the Oscars will be different this year.
What?
Amid a global pandemic, shuttered movie theaters, and after a 2-month delay, next Sunday's 93rd Academy Awards are already poised to feel very different than in previous years. The event will return to the Dolby Theater. As well, separate live locations at Union Station in Los Angeles, a space in the UK, and another in Paris in order to account for various international travel restrictions and coronavirus protocols.
I'm glad you read this story. Are you ready for next week?
I am normally so excited about the Oscars. Usually Jane and I go out and try and see every movie. This year I just am not into it.
Okay, so you're not like, I gotta see 2 more by the end of the week.
I'm not.
Like that.
And here's the problem. I can't stay awake for a movie at home. I can watch a TV show. But a movie, I fall asleep. So I've not seen most of the movies that are up. The ones that I have seen, I've fallen asleep in. So it's
you're
sad
gonna be looking
for
forward
me.
to going back to the theaters, aren't you?
So much so. I love the experience of the theater. I love the popcorn. I love the big screen, and oh yeah, there's just it's an entire experience for me. It's not just the movie. I've learned
It's
that.
a hassle for me.
Well,
yeah, I can't wait till Nobody is less than $20 a showing. That's the only movie I want to see.
The Better Call Saul one.
It's a sequel to Run Ronnie Run. I think.
Y'all been brutalizing me.
Oh. How many Oscars did that movie win?
God, I can't even count how many it won.
Okay. Hey, this is interesting. And this is another thing that just... This should be called Paul Can't deal with regular life. Okay.
Yeah. This is it grinds Paul's gears.
Paul can't deal with change.
God.
Colton Underwood filming unscripted series for Netflix.
Oh.
Colton Underwood is returning to reality TV, but this time on Netflix. The former Bachelor star, who the first time on Wednesday publicly revealed he is gay, is currently in production of an unscripted series for the streaming service, according to a source with knowledge of the project.
Oh.
So this guy was the Bachelor, and
Right.
it comes out he's gay. He was the big thing they had, because I watch The Bachelor because my wife watches it.
Sure.
I could go do something else, but I sit there and want to complain about it because it's easier.
You like to complain.
Yes.
Yeah, it's your thing.
And so he's a virgin. It was his thing.
I
okay?
remember, yeah.
Then the comedian Billy Eichner comes on and says, you could be gay. Ha, ha, ha.
I
Okay?
remember.
So that's enlightened. He lets people know that's enlightened. But when I'm sitting there on the chair and he says he's a virgin and all these girls on him and I go, that guy's gay. I'm a bad person.
Hey.
Aren't I enlightened?
When Jane told me that, I said, well, my guess is either they're lying to get a storyline because I'm sure reality TV is not above that.
Yeah.
Or he's gay and he hasn't come out yet.
Right.
I think those are the two options with this guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to, just maybe for my own understanding. It's just, again, I'm afraid it turns things, it dehumanizes and makes people look at me, I support this gay person, I'm a good person. How about just let the guy live his life? He's gay. Big deal.
Yeah.
Have a show. It should be an interesting show. I hope it's a gay Bachelor.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'd watch it probably.
Yeah. Oh,
I'd
you
love
would.
to see what it was.
None of us would be surprised that you would watch it, Paul.
Okay. Back to you, Chris.
Hey, thanks. Katy Perry and Miranda Kerr talk about their close relationship. Katy Perry and Miranda Kerr are all about the love. The singer and the supermodel met up on Instagram Live where they gushed over each other and how much they support each other's ambitions. Kerr, now this was interesting to me. Kerr was married to Perry's fiancé, Orlando Bloom, from 2010 to 2013. Kerr and Bloom share a 10-year-old son, Flynn, together. At first, I'm like, what is the big deal with this story? Well, the interesting thing is they love each other. One was married to Orlando Bloom. One is engaged to Orlando Bloom. That's some maturity there,
Yeah, that's a modern family is what they call it.
Yeah.
I do have a couple questions. Why isn't Orlando and Katy married yet? I think they've been engaged for the last 50, 60 years.
To me, they're kind of like Sam the Butcher and Alice from Brady Bunch.
Or Oprah and Stedman.
Yeah. Just they're happy with that arrangement. That's what they do.
Okay.
And,
My other question is, every time I think of Orlando Bloom, I think he was great as John Walker on Game of Thrones. But that's not the same guy, is he?
No. He was Legolas in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Another show I didn't watch, but I always get those two guys confused.
You went to one of the movies with me, and you looked at your phone until you fell asleep.
Yes,
and that's how you enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, I loved it so very much. Speaking of loving someone so very much,
yeah,
Justin Bieber says his drug problem was so bad that the bodyguards would check his pulse as he slept. Wow. Justin Bieber has opened up about his transformation from wild child to reformed character. In an interview with GQ magazine, the 27-year-old, that's how old we are, Chris, Justin Bieber's 27 years old, spoke freely, revealing the extent of his drug problem and the development of a relationship with his wife, Hailey Baldwin, and Christianity.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad if you're on drugs that bad. I'm glad
that they're
up.
checking his pulse during the night. Yeah, good for him. And have you listened to his new album?
I have.
More specific, the new song Peaches.
I get my peaches down in Georgia. Yeah, I've heard that song.
I love that song.
Really?
Yes. You don't like it?
I only know that line because us TikTok generation only listen to songs for about 10 seconds.
I did hear a story last week about songs now. and artists are having to cap them at about 3 minutes because people cannot listen to a song longer than that now because of TikTok and things like that.
Because of my young, youthful generation.
Because of your youthfulness. Yeah. So, folks, and I notice, like, when I download old songs from the 80s, a lot of them are 4+ minutes long. New songs, man, they're tight, they're short. They're like Randy Miller's book.
Yeah.
They get in, they get out.
That's right.
Anyway.
God, that would have been a good title for his book.
Oh, yeah.
I got in, I got out.
Well, how about, speaking of folks that you really have a lot of respect for, Paul, Morgan Wallen says he's working on himself after racial slur controversy. After apologizing in February for a racial slur controversy, Morgan Wallen isn't planning on writing the success of his recent album. The country star posted a 4-page handwritten note to his verified Instagram account saying he's used the time out of the limelight to work on himself and will not be playing any concerts or festivals this summer.
Wow, that's good news.
That he's not playing concerts?
Yes, he's not playing concerts. And why does he work on his music?
Well,
you know what? This guy, this poor kid, he said one thing wrong, and people are mad at him about that. But they're not mad at him about the mullet,
the haircut,
and the terrible music.
Yeah, there's plenty to be mad at him about. Yeah,
I'm going to throw Matt Gaetz in there too. There's so many things to be mad at him about.
Yes. Hey, but you know what? I do think this cancel culture has gone too far. If he's apologized and he's truly working on that issue,
yes,
good for him.
Right.
Good for Morgan. But also get rid of the mullet, please.
Yeah. Work on your music as well, and then I won't be mad at you. Okay? And finally, you ready for some good news?
Yes.
Kanye West asked for joint custody and divorce filing.
Oh, that is good news.
In his own response filed on Friday, West has required joint legal and physical custody of their 4 children. I didn't realize that. Neither party is seeking spousal support. Both of them are billionaires.
Yeah, they should be fine. I didn't realize it was about kids. I thought he just wanted custody of a joint.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I was way off.
Okay, they do have a kid named North.
Okay.
West.
Oh, that's fun.
And what are the other ones?
South?
There's got to be Southwest.
Yeah.
Is there an East and a West?
Is there Midwest?
Midwest?
Yeah, I'm not sure. May West? That's going to be relevant to the young people that are listening here.
All right.
That was kind of fun.
Wasn't it, though?
Oh, and Amy Linville says you guys are definitely enlightening me on pop culture today. You know what? You're welcome. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I got to be quiet.
Chris and Paul present This Is the Topic. It's the adventures of 2 lifelong friends as they explore a new topic each episode.
What adventure.
Join the guides for music and fun. And if you're not careful, you may learn something before it's done. I'm your announcer, Michael Foster. Now, here's Chris and Paul with This Is the Topic.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Paul. So this is an homage, a hearkening back, if you will, to a former podcast we used to do, and this was the extent of the podcast, this segment.
Yeah, where we get a topic from, I like to call it Chris's purple bag.
Yeah.
He fondles it, he holds it.
I cup it. Look how I cup it gently.
Yes. Hey, this is for Randy Miller. He's holding something very beautiful. Do you remember you always play that sound clip?
Yes.
And you pull out the topic, and then we talk about it.
Yeah.
Will it make Paul angry? Probably. Will he be confused about the nature of the world? Sure.
Hey, but can I just tell you my favorite sound clip that Randy Miller used to play all the time?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nick Lowry, and I love Peters. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was an old commercial for Peters Men's Clothiers, but he cut out the men's clothiers.
And things sure going crazy around here, too. Okay. You're fondling the bag. You ready?
I am. I'm going to pull a topic out, and we're going to discuss it. We don't know what is on here. That was, I just reached in blindly.
The way you're really proving it.
Yes. All right. Oh, this is going to be fun. The topic is virtual reality.
Ooh.
So, Paul, what do you think would be the most useful thing you could do with virtual reality?
Yeah, boy, that's a great question.
Yeah. It's a really good question.
First, let's maybe answer the question. Have you ever used virtual reality?
I have, yeah. Yeah, back when I was at the Nerdery, we bought some headsets, and some of the programmers made their own little programs. We actually had a little virtual beer pong game that you would play with the headset on, and we would take it to career fairs and stuff, trying to get engineers, computer engineers, interested in coming to work with us. It was fun.
Did it work?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good recruiting tool. People liked it. But what's amazing to me is then just a couple of years later, well, actually, I was at the Texter's house not too long ago, and he has a virtual reality headset, and looking at how much it's advanced in just like the last 3 years is amazing. Wow. Yeah.
So I think what I think would be neat for virtual reality, is a traveling thing. So you can maybe experience places that you otherwise couldn't get to.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't travel, or you didn't have the expense.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And then the other thing is, it may be time, folks, to get rid of zoos and stuff like that, and just use virtual reality to experience nature.
Yeah.
So we don't have to imprison animals.
Oh, I like that. You know, along those lines, so when I was at the Texter's house and put on his virtual reality
Why do you keep
headset,
rubbing in there? I've never been invited over there.
Well, I sort of invited myself. I had to borrow some of his tools when I was working on my kitchen. So I went over to borrow his miter saw, and he had the headset on, like, here, try this out.
Wow.
Anyway, a big thank you to the Texter for the borrowing of the miter saw.
Good job, Texter.
Yeah. So I put it on and was looking at this video that was shot for virtual reality of skydiving. I'm never going to skydive in my life, but it was really cool to do the virtual reality version of that. So kind of like you're talking about travel or experiences that you might not do otherwise. And then, I'm going to get boring for a second. I'm in the L&D, that's learning and development profession.
I was learning disabled.
What
you were.
Hey, come on now. That hurts. They have found that virtual reality training in soft skills is really effective. So people can, simulate tough conversations with employees or things like that. Sales skills,
interaction.
Yeah, customer service skills, de-escalating people, things like that. So I think there's definitely room for that.
Yeah, it seems like the shooting things for the cops are working out great.
Yeah.
We've defined virtual reality as this headset thing, but aren't we doing virtual reality right now? People are looking at us over at Facebook, and
I think you could,
the Zoom
could say
that has been. There's always been this type of meeting, but over the last year, I'm in my office, but I'm not in my office.
Right. It's all virtual.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Well, let's get that deep. There's no such thing as real reality. It's all virtual.
Primarily is.
Yeah.
I mean, and people live in a virtual reality on their social networking, thinking that's their life and those are their friends. And
I just blew your mind.
You blew something. What would be the most entertaining or interesting thing you could do with VR?
Let's just be honest. Can we be honest here?
Okay, get real, Paul.
Let's get real. What advances technology?
Pornography. Always, yeah.
So thank God for that, because we wouldn't have video. We wouldn't have some of the gaming things that we have.
Yeah.
Virtual reality. So that would be fun for some people. Could maybe chill out and not have to go shoot their friends at the FedEx. They could maybe have sex virtually.
Yeah.
But for me, what's the question? Exciting,
interesting, or entertaining?
Yeah. Here's what I think would be cool, and we're going to get to this point where I can virtually have a conversation with Abraham Lincoln, or something like that.
Yeah. And you're like, it's almost like you're in the Hall of Presidents.
Yeah. I'm sitting there with him.
Yeah.
In the White House talking to him about stuff.
Yeah, just chilling. You're high-fiving, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, you and Abe getting back to back and seeing who's taller. And yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. It'd be more interesting than fun. But, I mean,
yeah,
religious people would want to go back and see Jesus and,
yeah,
and you know, maybe the Mormon Jesus even.
I just think it's going to allow people to come close to experiencing things they never would. All this footage we're getting on Mars right now, that could be turned into a virtual reality thing, and you could explore Mars virtually.
The key is going to be, we can lead the horse to the water. Are they going to drink? Because right now people just go to their own little thing they want to watch. So they're going to have virtual reality where Hillary is eating babies. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
And it's not going to be real reality.
Yeah. Well, I guess, and the last question here kind of takes us a little bit further. Do you think that virtual reality will become mainstream in the near future?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's like cryptocurrency. I'm scared of it. But
I get it.
But it will happen. And again, I never thought I'd have a cell phone. I never thought all this other stuff, and I'm still alive somehow.
Yep. See? So, yeah, I think it will. I think we'll see it more and more when people are training for new jobs or situations. I think it's going to take over the training world.
Now, so that's kind of what I'm getting. The thing is, how are we going to get people to want to learn new things?
Yeah.
Because right now, we're not doing good at that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe virtual reality will help. It'll make it more fun.
I signed up this thing.
Yeah.
They sent me that Amazon thing. What's it called? A Nook or Amazon Fire thing.
Amazon Fire Stick?
Where you read it. You read
Kindle?
Kindle. It's a Kindle.
Okay.
On there's an app.
Yeah.
You click the app, you strap stuff to your leg.
Yeah.
And you go through and do exercises.
Oh, wow. And so what? It
every
keeps track of
day,
your heartbeat and everything?
Yeah. Make sure you're lifting your leg and stretching your legs properly and all that type of stuff.
Oh, wow.
So, not necessarily virtual reality, but I've been doing it. Do you know why?
Good for you, dude.
But do you know why I've been doing it?
Because you like the way it feels when it vibrates on your leg?
No, it doesn't vibrate.
Oh.
Because it's like a game. I'm not playing Candy Crush. I'm playing this game instead.
Yeah. Gamification is where it's at. Hell, I do it with my Fitbit that I wear here. I'm always excited to see what my sleep score is and how well I slept. And I just realized I hadn't looked at it today. But
so there you go, folks. I mean, that's a virtual reality thing where it is forcing our behaviors, and hopefully we use it for good stuff.
Well, like anything, yeah. Hopefully we use our power for good.
Yeah.
Not evil.
Well, that's it.
That was the topic.
Yeah. Kind of I guess it was okay.
Yeah. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst thing we've ever done.
All right. We are going to take a break, folks, and then we're going to be back quickly with our KC. I called it the KC3. It should be called the KC Scoop. Okay?
I like the KC Scoop. Yeah. By the way, 76 was my sleep score last night.
See, you've gamed your sleep.
Well, my sleep has gotten better since I've gamified it. Yeah. So there you go, buddy.
There you go. All right, we'll be right back, folks.
Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
Nothing refreshes like A&W root beer. So good.
Just right.
Let's have some tonight. A&W root beer.
This is Drew from KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. Listen to the show every weekday at 3:30 p.m. and live show Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
Want to get your wife or girlfriend a gift that will change her life? Ladies, how would you like to have great eyebrows, luscious lips, an eyeliner that stays put, and makeup that doesn't go anywhere? How would you like to go all day looking like your makeup was just applied? If you said yes to any of those things, then the answer is permanent makeup. This simple and easy procedure is quick, painless, and the results are outstanding. No more reapplying and no more smudging of your makeup. And in our area, Natural Image Salon in Lee Summit is the only place to perform your permanent cosmetic procedure. The professionals at Natural Image Salon in Lee Summit are your answer to waking up every morning with perfect makeup and the great feeling of knowing whether you're swimming, working out, or just waking up, you will always look beautiful. Call Natural Image Permanent Cosmetic Salon at 816-525-9971. 816-525-9971 for a free consultation. Gift certificates are also available. Tell them you heard this ad and get $25 off any procedure. Natural Image, your investment in a beautiful you.
Yo, this is Hartzell from the KC Morning Show. Listen every weekday, 9 a.m., right here on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
Everything's running smoothly.
Kansas City.
Okay, folks, it's time for the KC Scoop. We give you 3 things from the past and 3 things for the next week.
Hey, all right.
You want to start us off, Chris?
Sure, yeah. So, hey, Independence will be easing COVID-19 restrictions at restaurants and some tourist sites starting on April 23rd. So in 5 days, restaurants can go to max capacity. I think that's the biggest change most people are going to see.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Now, there's been a case in Kansas City area. It's used to be sentenced for the death of 2 Metro women. The jury in the Kyle Roost murder trial will sentence the man found guilty. I guess they put him in for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he ain't getting out ever again.
For the deaths of Kara Kopinski and Jessica Runes. He was found guilty of voluntary manslaughter in the death of Kara Kopinski and with a second-degree murder in the death of Jessica Runyon. So we're good to see him in prison forever.
Yeah. Well, speaking of more good news, Jackson County COVID-19 vaccine tracker has found that roughly 20% of people in the county are fully vaccinated. The county itself has administered almost 200,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine as of April 13th. So we're getting closer and closer to that herd immunity.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay, here's 3 things you need to know for next week.
Okay.
And get excited, everyone. Upcoming Freelance Business Week. The Freelance Exchange of Kansas City will be joining forces for the first time with the Freelance Business Week. And it's going to be this Monday through Friday in Kansas City, and featured on Thursday, April 22nd. FBY, which is the Freelance Business Week, is designed to celebrate and support the freelance community by providing education and networking opportunities for current and aspiring freelancers alike. So those people in the gig mentality, freelancing, go get them this week.
Hey, that's awesome. And speaking of Thursday, April 22nd, this is kind of fun. Cinema Under the Stars on Thursday from 7 to 10 at Luce Park. You're invited to honor the beautiful planet we all share by joining everybody at Luce Park for an outdoor screening of Wasted, the story of food waste, produced by the late, great Anthony Bourdain.
Feel-good movie here.
Yes.
You go on with the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, April 23rd, digital marketing strategies for small business. This is at the Roadway Inn, Kansas City, Missouri, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's a workshop where you'll talk about current trends in small business web design and marketing, including how any small business can harness free tools to increase leads and drive web traffic to their company website. SharpTech Media is a Portland, Oregon-based web design and SEO company.
Fun.
So if you're into that stuff, good resource for you there.
Cool. You got one more?
And then Kansas City Mavericks, everybody's favorite local hockey team, will be, what's the word? Meeting at center ice against the Utah Grizzlies.
Yeah. On Friday.
Yeah, on Friday at 7:05 p.m. And it's DC Comics Night featuring Wonder Woman and Ladies Night presented by Kennedy's Custom Jewelers. Go out to Kennedy's. Good friend Trish Kennedy Her family owns that. They take good care of you.
All right. Go Mavs. And finally, get you ready for the weather next week. Sunday, today, mostly sunny near 58. Tomorrow, mostly sunny near 61. Hasn't been as warm as I wanted the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Tuesday, you ready for this, folks? Get you ready.
This makes me nervous.
A chance of rain and snow before 10 a.m. and then a chance of rain between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. So we're going to have snow, folks. That stinks. Wednesday, area of frost, otherwise sunny, near 56. And then Thursday, partly sunny, high of 60 degrees. So it's going to be kind of one of those gloomy weeks again where you're going to want it to be just a little bit warmer, but it's not going to be.
But, spring's here. It's the warm weather is right around the corner. So, and I say if it's cold outside, just carry your sunshine on the inside.
That wraps up the KC Scoop for, what is it? April 18th, 2021.
All right, we're getting better at that.
Don't have the bandwidth for more business. Seriously, I don't have the bandwidth.
Get up to 20 times faster upload speeds with AT&T Business Fiber at half the price of cable. Upgrade and get better internet, smooth video conferencing, and the speed and reliability you need. Up to 20 times faster upload speeds at half the price of cable. Call 844-430-FAST to upgrade to AT&T Business Fiber now.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we're committed to making college more accessible by making it more affordable. That's why we're keeping our tuition the same through the year 2021.
I knew SNHU was the place for me when I saw how affordable it was. I ran to my husband with my computer and I said, look, we can do this.
Take advantage of some of the lowest online tuition rates in the nation. Find your degree at snhu.edu.
Our new house is amazing.
There is a bit of an issue with our neighbor's fencing. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Hi, this is Chris Whiting, and I got something to say. I want to tell you about my friends at Liberty Realty, people that give you freedom from home buying pressure. Our country is all about freedom, right? But where's your liberty when you buy a home? It seems like everyone is after your wallet instead of helping you find a home that fits your needs. You need your liberty. Liberty Realty, that is. They work for you. They protect your rights. Liberty Realty agents are buyer's agents, meaning they work for the one paying for the house, you. Not the builder, not the seller, you, the one making the most important purchase in your life. I know these folks. They care about what they do, and they'll take care of you. So call Liberty Realty at 816-833-6300. They'll give you freedom from the headaches of buying a home. That's 816-833-6300 for Liberty Realty, your buyer's agent. And tell them Chris sent you.
Cause champions are made, not born. Yes, sir. Get on your way. Get on your way. Get on your way with Wheaties.
It's good to know that champions are made, not born. Gives us all a chance. For instance, let's go back to 1943 and listen to the story of champion Mickey Mantle of the New York Yankees. Mickey worked hard to learn the game. As he got on his way to fame, he practiced batting, learned to throw. And Mickey knew what champions know. Wheaties for breakfast, away you go. No wonder Mickey's got all that steam. Mantle and Wheaties, they're still a team. Why, Mickey Mantle grew up on Wheaties, been eating them since he was 12. So good for a guy. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. Come on, Mickey, belt that ball.
He's on his way, on his way. He's on his way, on his way. Get on your way with Wheaties. Cause champions are made, not born. Yes, sir. Get on your way. Get on your way. Get on your way with Wheaties. Breakfast of champions.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul. That's us.
Yes, we're glad to be back.
Yeah. Man, we've kind of blown through this show here, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had a good time.
Just segment after segment.
Just complaining, Paul, and just... I think the KC Scoop's coming together.
I think it is. We're kind of finding our rhythm there.
Yeah,
a little
there's
bit.
our friend Gilly who's coming to visit you.
Oh, hi, Gilly.
And
she's the official pug of KCTK Radio.
That's right. And there's Blue, who is actually the official puppy of the week review. And hats off, and not hats off is not the right word, but shout out to the official Labrador of Past Week Next Week. What's that dog's name?
Oh, I can't. Princess?
Just say that.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, we got you ready for next week in a way. We told you what's going on in Kansas City.
We did, yeah.
But what about some other stuff where it's like real headlines, but then we make up punchlines?
Terrible jokes for them.
Yeah. Again, the purpose of us doing this, folks, is to, give you a little joke, but also make your week. You just know it's going to get better after this.
We set the bar low, so you don't have to.
Here's headlines and predictions.
All right.
Take it away.
Thanks, Paul. Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla says people will likely need to get a COVID-19 vaccine booster dose within 12 months after they've been fully vaccinated. Previously, Pfizer said that an analysis of a phase 3 study found that its COVID-19 vaccine remained highly effective at least 6 months after the second dose. This is great news, as Pfizer's first vaccine formulation, called Vaxagra, only lasted 4 hours. Paul?
Thanks, Chris. The Biden administration announced it is imposing sanctions on Russian individuals and entities in response to an election interference and hacks, and expelling 10 Russian diplomats. Many of those targeted are linked to the Internet Research Agency, a troll farm that was meddled in a 2016 election, or the massive SolarWinds hack, which is believed to have been ordered by the Russians. Action is also being taken against a troll plantation in order to free Poppy, Branch, and all their friends.
God.
Chris?
Yeah. Before I read this one, I just want to thank you, Paul. Paul comes up with sends the stories every week. Thank you for assigning me the one about the 13-year-old getting shot by the police to make a joke about.
It's just a coincidence every time.
Oh, a Chicago police watchdog group released body camera footage that showed an officer fatally shooting 13-year-old Adam Toledo. Last month, a Chicago police officer chased Toledo down an alley after responding to a call of shots fired and saw what appeared to be a gun in his hand. After the officer yelled, "Police, stop!" Toledo turned and raised his hands, neither of which appeared to be holding a weapon. Less than 1 second later, footage shows the officer shot. The "just comply with the police and you'll be fine" crowd has released a statement saying that in addition to complying, if Toledo had just used de-escalation techniques with the agitated officer, he would certainly still be alive today. Paul?
Masterful. That was great. Good job. It made fun of the people it need to make fun of.
Thank
and
you.
It still didn't make light of the situation. That's how it's done, folks.
That was a hard needle to thread, my friend.
So let me show you how it's not done. Treasury Department revealed that Konstantin Kilimnik, a associate of former President Donald Trump's campaign chairman Paul Manafort, passed along campaign polling data to Russian intelligence services in 2016. This established for the first time that private meetings between Manafort, former Trump campaign aide Rick Gates, and Kilimnik were a direct pipeline from the campaign to Russian spies at the time when the Kremlin was engaged in a covert effort to sabotage the 2016 presidential election.
Wow.
That's called conspiracy right there.
Yeah.
Folks. If you're surprised by this news, I do need to tell you that Trump did lose the election. The COVID-19 virus is not a hoax, and he did pay Stormy Daniels to quiet her voice about his mushroom dick. Chris?
What do you say we now go to even more of a groaner?
Okay.
How about that, huh? A 10-year-old boy from Stillwater, Minnesota found himself in hot water last week.
Oh, boy.
When after his parents decided to take a nap, he stole the family minivan to stock up on Cheerios. After the police put on their emergency lights, the boy sped up to over 50 miles an hour and blew through a stop sign. The cops tracked the car and eventually found the van after it went through an intersection in reverse and up an embankment into the front yard of a residence where the child was apprehended. The child is awaiting sentencing but claims he will be suing the police officers for keeping him from getting his Cheerios. When asked on what grounds he thinks he can sue, the boy exclaimed, "Isn't it obvious? They're serial killers." Paul.
And finally,
God.
A Michigan man who was caught with methamphetamine gave police a fake name.
Oh.
But the person whose name he used had active felony warrants, so he was arrested anyway. During the arrest, troopers found about 27 grams of meth inside the man's pants. He should have never told the officers that he was Congressman Matt Gaetz.
Oh, good. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for saving my dumb honey cereal jokes. Oh.
Aye, folks.
Hey, we try. We try to entertain the nice people.
So, that was headlines and predictions. What's going on for next week, Chris?
Well, obviously, I'm going to be tracking my doggy coin
Yeah.
this coming week, so that's kind of exciting. Otherwise, I don't really have anything planned at all. So it's going to be more working. I'm a little sad. I'm going to finish them probably today, the last episode of that series I've binged, and then I don't know what I'm going to watch next.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll actually start doing something productive. Maybe I'll start writing.
Yeah, I got even more of your transcripts this week.
I
Did
saw
you see
that. Thank you for sending those. It's all right there waiting for me to do. It's right there.
We it looks like the texter is back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go through his texts and see how they are, and it'll be a kind of a fun recap of the program.
Oh, yeah, that's good. We can think about what we were saying when he sent these certain texts.
Yeah.
And I hope his talk that he was giving today went well.
That was last week.
Oh, wow. What is he, just recycling his old texts?
No, okay. So was Joseph Smith or Muhammad God greatest prophet? That would be a great, this is the topic question. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it consist of? No health concerns, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, mine would be mac and cheese.
If there's no health concern, I'd probably do pizza. Because you could do a bunch of different.
Yeah.
You could even do a mac and cheese pizza.
I'm going to go back and say pizza.
Okay.
Do you think it's sexy for a man to wear Speedo?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Kelly Black is fake. She is white. She's not fake. She's a real person.
She is a real person.
I know all about Bitcoin. Just ask me. NFT. Think if you had put in $10,000, Chris, where would you be right now?
Oh man, if I had put in $10,000.
I didn't even look at the text thing because I'm waiting for people to come in. I got to do
On the
both.
Zoom.
Yeah, or
yeah.
on Facebook. I really am sorry, Texter.
Yeah.
Let's see what else he has to say. That is not the way to make money. This is from the very beginning of the show. Can you believe it? Over time, it will flatten out. You need to capture what that. Stop being scared, Paul. I know.
Yeah.
Why don't you watch Cypher in the Snow or The Phone Call? Johnny Lingo, Real Cinema. Randy Miller got drunk with me one time.
Cypher in the Snow. Oh my God. He's like going to all these old Mormon movies that you could see. Did you know if you went to the Mormon Visitor Center,
you could see a movie?
You could they had a bunch of movies and you could pick which ones you wanted to see and they'd
cool.
show them to you. Johnny Lingo was my favorite.
What was that about?
It was about a man who was going to get a wife, and in their particular culture, it was some Polynesian thing.
Okay.
You had to give cows to a father to secure his daughter's hand in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And
As it should be.
Johnny Lingo was like, he was like the Fonzie of this particular island.
Okay.
And he wanted to marry this girl that nobody thought was desirable, but he gave 7 cows for her, and nobody gave 7 cows for any bride.
Right.
Once she started to believe she was worth 7 cows, she came into her own and blossomed into a lovely woman. And so, yes. So I think the point was people need to believe that they have self-worth. Yeah.
Hey, everyone. I want you to do this from now on. Every morning say, I'm worth 7 cows.
I am a 7 cow bride.
I'm going to go on a rant if you guys don't recognize my communication. Sorry about that. That was an hour ago he put that.
Oh, boy.
Snow, how could it be? I just delivered the word of God. Good for him. This is where we're going to have trouble. I'm going to reply to it as best I can. Liberty Realty are fucks.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
holy!
That was a commercial we played.
Okay.
So I'm going to reply to him. Hey, fuck you. Okay, so Lucy's her name. Boners, masterful, mushroom dick.
Okay. Good recap.
Don't start down Liberty Realty.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Chris knows those people, and
I do.
They're good people.
They're good people. They'll take good care of you. And they have sponsored our shows for years now. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually was picking up my phone not to see text. Now I'm mad at the texter. I want my shirt back. What's going on this week?
Are there more texts?
No, I'm just seeing what's going on with Paul next week.
Oh,
Looking
gotcha.
at the calendar. We're going to have a fun week doing more podcasts. Hope you guys participate in that.
Always fun. Always a good time.
And big news from next Saturday is KCTK Radio is sponsoring a pool opening.
Fun.
At the studios. That's going to be good because we're done with COVID. We're going to have the KCTK Radio pool open.
That's fun.
Party pool.
Yeah.
Every Saturday and Sunday, people can come by and swim and enjoy KCTK talent.
That is fantastic.
I'm hoping at some point we can get Chris Whiting there, but we're negotiating that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. It could happen.
It could happen.
It could.
But don't count on it. I don't want everyone to just show up and go, we'll get to meet Chris. Because that's not it just doesn't work that way.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do we get anything else?
I got nothing, dude. I have no idea what's going to happen this week. But next week, tune in and you'll find out what did happen. All right?
Yeah. Why are we telling you what's happened? Because guess what? We're going to tell you what's going to happen.
We're going to recap it next week.
Okay, here's the song from next week.
We're going to do a song.
Chris, you want to take us out?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everybody, thanks for listening to Past Week Next Week with me and that guy. Since you loved the program, please rate and review the podcast on your favorite podcast distributor. We'd love to hear from you, and you can contact us at 913-735-0060 or at pastweeknextweek@gmail.com. And join the Past Week Next Week Facebook page. Also, make sure to listen to all the great programs on KCTK Radio, Delmarva Talk Radio, and Good Talk Radio. Plus, support our sponsor by picking up some Ranger Rob Pet Poopy Bags. On behalf of Paul and Chris saying goodbye.
And on behalf of Chris, I say goodbye. And here is, get us ready for the next week, a better week. Cat Stevens.
Happy lately, thinking about good things to come.
I've always liked this song.
And I believe it could be something good has begun. Now I've been smiling lately.
What did he change? Didn't he change his name to like Yusuf
Stevens?
Something like that. I don't think it was Stevens. Was it Ray Stevens? I'm not sure.
You know, I didn't realize because of ignorance. Same thing about Hank Aaron. This guy, he was a songwriter all throughout the 60s, and then he kind of this singer-songwriter thing.
Oh, that's cool. Tell you what, he's getting into this song. He kind of looks like Brett McKenzie from Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah.
Totally.
And we're honest on the show. I'm going to tell you this, Chris.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of performers and creative people who want to do a peace type thing. They usually don't become Muslim. They usually become Buddhist or something. They don't become Christians either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know. I guess I view Muslim as, I don't know enough about it. I view it like Christianity. The modern version of it is the radicals
and it's completely, well, yeah. I guess there are probably bastardized versions of every religion. And I am embarrassed to say this, the few Muslims that I've actually known in my life, very peaceful folks. I don't know.
Now the Lutherans? Oh, God.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Don't get me started on Unitarians. Oh, everybody has worth. Please. Oh, look, he's got, I wondered why he had the flowers on his mic stand, but it's kind of hiding the microphone for his guitar.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm hoping for peace this week.
Yeah, me too. Can we have a 1 week without a mass shooting?
Yeah,
That'd be
right.
cool.
Just go by week, America.
And see how it feels. Right. If we don't like it, we can go right back to it.
And we probably will.
Yes. He's got a big old band, doesn't he? Yeah. Got a lot of energy. This guy's a showman.
Come on. Let's come on, peace train. It's a peace train.
I have hope.
Produced by Paul. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.